All right, we're back again. So just kind of a little update here. Trying to get a little recirculating pump to pump the water through my RV tankless water heater fast enough to where I can preheat the lines, preheat the water to my sink. And so I tried just a single pump, tried a couple of different things, and it just wasn't quite enough flow. At least, I mean, I could get the water heater to work, but I just wasn't comfortable that my flow was high enough. So what I did is installed a second pump. So now I've got two of these pumps in parallel, and my plumbing's getting a little bit complicated, but you can see what I'm doing is taking my hot water line, the farthest line from the water heater, which would be the shower on the other side of this trainer, and I'm bringing it in, teeing it off to both of my pump inlets, and then my two pump outlets get teed to this electric ball valve, and then back into the cold water line, which is going to recirculate back into my water heater. So I do have a check valve on the Furion in my Grand Design. That check valve is on the hot side, but I decided to try it on the cold side. So the water coming in has the check valve, and mainly I put it in there just to try and duplicate, the resistance that I'm seeing in my trailer. So again, we're coming from our hot water, the farthest from the water heater, teeing it off, going through two pumps, coming back through T, through my ball valve, and then back to my cold water inlet side of the water heater. Got my timer circuit so that I just push a button and these two pumps stay on for somewhere around 20-25 seconds. All right, so let me go back around to this side, and this is the button that I'm going to push right here. So when the pumps are running, the LED on this light will be blue. And then I'm also going to capture my water flow, my temperatures, all of that stuff from this water heater, and I'm going to capture that on my phone. So let me set this guy up to record, and we will push the button, and we'll just kind of see what happens. So before, the best water flow that I could get was about 0.7. Now we're up to between 0.9 and 1 gallon per minute. What concerns me is now my water temperature is really spiking, and I'm almost thinking that because we hit a gallon a minute, that the burner assembly is, turning on a little bit higher than it did at 0.7. So you can see we hit 142 degrees there, which isn't terrible. And then my water coming out is definitely hot, instantly hot. So one other thing I want to look at, running those two pumps in parallel, is the pressure. So you can see my pressure gauge right now sitting right at 60 psi. And again, this is just coming from the water pump. So I'm going to fire this thing up again and let's see what that pressure does. Valves open, pumps are on, and yeah, it doesn't change that pressure one bit. So I think I'm a little bit happier with the two pump setup, and definitely we're getting hot water coming through all the way over to my water heater. So again, I can't do this too many times, or what happens is my inlet temperature starts to get too high, and now you can see the water heater is up to 151, 153. So this would be pretty much, push the button once, get hot water to your faucet, and kind of go from there. So I'm a little bit happier running the two pumps. I am going to try one more thing. Instead of running these pumps parallel, I think I'm going to try and run them in series so that I just have one pump pumping into the other pump. I would like to get that flow a little bit higher if at all possible. So that's kind of where we're at right now.